Peace and blessings, everyone. I just had a conversation with one of my sisters, and it was dealing with a situation that recently occurred. She had made some plans, was supposed to be taking care of some business. Something happened, and it changed those plans. And so she was frustrated that the plans had to be changed, and frustrated about the fact that it wasn't the first time that she has had to change what she had planned. And really, um, it wasn't the first time concerning really this specific um, plan that she had, event that she's supposed to attend, or not the specific event, but it's all in the same thing. She plans to help advance her career. She's a singer songwriter, and then something happens where she had to change from doing something that would possibly, like I said, benefit and help her move forward. So, you know, I was talking to her, and trying to lift her spirits. And of course, I was doing it in the only way I know how, and trying to deal with truth and trying to look at different ways of seeing what's going on and whatnot. And after I got off the phone with her, I started thinking about it and thinking about the fact that I don't think that I was successful in easing her pain and frustration, because she ultimately doesn't hold the same beliefs as I do. Um, so she couldn't not only not understand what I was telling her, but I guess more importantly, unable to accept what I was bringing forth to her. And thus, it's the acceptance or the lack of that helps us, get over some things or whatnot, or affects our outlook on things that occurs in our life. Whether it's if we're going to look at things positive or to stay negative, or get through the negativity and whatnot. And so thus, I was questioning, the validity of me even saying anything. I feel that I needed to say something. Like I said, because she was upset, and so what I was faced with this question of, if I'm not going to be successful in easing her pain, her worries, then why should I even say anything? Or, if I can't find a way to basically tell her what she wants to hear, then maybe I shouldn't say anything. And so I was just thinking about, in general, when we speak to people, when we try to give, advice, or, something to bring up somebody's spirits, do we need to find a way that only they are willing to accept? Or do we stay true to ourselves and bring forth what it is that we believe in, how we think? But I guess if you are one who can be successful in giving people what they want to hear, then I guess that's good. Good in a sense. But then what we're faced with ultimately is the truth. I can say something to someone that way may make them feel good, but if it's not the truth, then still, what does it matter? So for instance, if you have someone who is be given some advice by a Christian, by a Muslim, and by a Hindu, and they're going to give their input as as coming from their religious mindset and beliefs, and they're not bringing, then what we're faced with, well, if they're not speaking truth, then it doesn't matter. Even if a person accepts it, like say, if a person is speaking to these religious people about, say, it's a person who is on a deathbed and they're worrying about dying, and so you have this Christian, this Muslim, and this Hindu, and of course they're going to bring forth their religion. Okay, if the person on deathbed was to accept what they bring forth, and it was to make them feel better about dying, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because let's say for Christianity and Islam, there's a hell for Hindus. But they have levels of hell you gotta go through or whatnot. I can't say specifically, but for Christianity and Islam, if you don't believe in their religion, then you go to hell. So what does it matter if the person accepts Islam and feels better if Islam isn't truth and Christianity is, and they're going to suffer in hell? It might feel good right then and there, but it's a false. It would ultimately be a false security, false sense of security, because they didn't speak the truth. So if we extrapolate that out, if anytime you give anybody some advice or say things to make them feel better, does it really matter if we're not speaking the truth? So no matter how good they feel, if they accept it, it's not the truth, it doesn't matter. And if they don't accept it, and you are speaking the truth, then what does that mean? If I'm speaking the truth to you and you don't accept it and you don't feel good, then what would that mean? I don't have to think about that. But I think ultimately what it is telling us is the importance of always staying in truth. And remember, this is beyond our beliefs. So even the things that I told my sister, I try to speak truth for her, but the truth may be that I spoke no truth to her, that all I did was give her my belief. And like I said, understanding that she didn't accept it anyway, I guess really it didn't matter at the end of the day. Excuse me. So it might have been better for me to find out a way to just give her what she wanted to hear. But that's not me, because I try to speak the truth. So I try to stay focused. And like I said before, I may fail in that, but it's not because of want of trying. It's just because of my ignorance that I am born in. But I always try to keep my eye open to the truth of things. But like I said, I think ultimately the important thing is, with the lesson we learn, is that we have to try to stay in truth so that we are able to speak the truth. Because at the end of the day, it's only going to be the truth which sets us free. God bless everyone. Peace and love.